finna tell y'all something that I never thought I would tell y'all. Tisha Tuesdays was really a 10 out of 10. Literally 10 out of 10. Exactly. I'm gonna tell y'all what Tisha had to say last night. She spoke on Kiki and her passing. She almost made me cry. Exactly. We're gonna talk about love and hip-hop, child, because that little Mighty Mouse Zane, the way I would have flung that little bitch if I was Mendices or 24. And then he gonna tell Carly at the end of the episode, Cardi, you got wrinkles. He said, Carly, you got wrinkles. We don't. You got wrinkles in your forehead. Girl, I guess. And how you gonna come at Carly, but you ain't had shit to say when 24 was calling you lame in your face and shit. 24 was about to crash out. He looked, Meatball don't play. Meatball gives me crash out, and Scrappy them knew it. Scrappy wasn't even, you don't want no problem. He was a little subdued. Because you know your mama came in there and started that shit. But we got a lot to talk about. We got a little bit to talk about, friend. So get you a little cocktail. I hope y'all having a real good day. What's today? Wednesday? Oh, Wednesday is hump day for real, child. I barely made it to the office today. I wasn't even planning on coming to the office, but I forgot I had a meeting. So I was like, child, I need to get my butt on down the road. Anyway, so we also gonna talk about Amber from Bill Collective. I'm gonna talk about that first. So I'm not sure if you watch Bill Collective, but as we know, Glendale then slid into the new girl Amber's DMs, and that's what the storyline gonna be. Do y'all think Letitia knew about that? We know she knew Glenn cheated because remember he almost had that baby. What about that baby? I would try not to be loud and ghetto today. But no. So Amber sat down with Millichan the other day. I believe it was on her live. And Millichan was asking her a lot of different stuff about Glendale. So she said she knew all of the Bells because season 1 of Bell Collective, they hired her to be the hairstylist. So she's done Letitia's hair before and she's familiar with all of the ladies. But we know her and Latrice been friends for a very long time. So we also know that Amber used to be married to a stud. They recently got divorced. But she said Glenn had always been trying to flirt with her. She always knew that Glenn tried to talk to her. She said the first time they spoke was 2 years ago. And Glenn was in her DMs. And she said the last time they talked was January of this year. So I wonder, when did they wrap filming? Like, this is recently. So this year, Amber been in contact or been talking to Glendale. Millichan also asked her, did they do the Oochie Coochie? Did y'all do the Oochie Coochie, Wally Wally Bang Bang? And she said, that's not my story to tell. I said, come on, say, Yama, it's your coochie. It's who else story is it to tell? Exactly. So I guess whatever Glendale answer is to that, she riding with that. That's what that means. Man, do you talk to him? Ask your friend. Whatever he tell you, I'm riding with. That's what that means to me. I don't know what that means to y'all. Girl. And then she said, I think Millie asked her, do you think Letitia knew about y'all or something like that? And she said, yes, because when they were filming Taste in the Fight or whatever, Glenn was in the car talking to Amber and he was mic'd up, and Letitia texted her. This is what Amber said. Amber said she was in the car with Glendale. I don't know if they was rolling the split. I don't know if they was having a drink. I don't know if cunnilingus was involved. We don't know what was going on. But she said she was in the car with Glendale, and Letitia texted her phone and said he's still mic'd up. Does that mean don't say nothing out the ordinary? Or what did you think? First of all, why is your husband in the car with Amber? And so you must have knew that your husband was in the car with Amber and text her to say he mic'd up. Don't say nothing crazy because they're going to get the footage. My whole thing is, we know Glendale healthy, but did you know that he was messing with Amber or have an inkling that he was messing with Amber? I don't know. Amber said Latrice didn't know. But I found that odd. So then I was thinking, and she also said that Glenn is the one who told her that she was going to be on the show this season. She said Glenn told her before the network told her. So how the fuck did Glenn know? Did Letitia know too? She said she auditioned with everybody else. So I wish I could interview Letitia again. I should slide in her DMs. Because now I want to know, does Letitia play a hand in who gets casted for the show? And I believe she does. So did you choose Amber? And did you choose Amber because you know she had dealings with Glenn and that would come out in the wash? Are you and Glenn even still together? Or is it a Tisha situation where you know he cheating and you don't give a fuck about it? I don't know. She was also apologetic though. She was like, I apologize. I was in a bad place for dealing with a married man, knowingly dealing with a married man, because she said she know Letitia. She also apologized for the way it came off in episode 1, her saying that look at me and look at his wife. The interview was something else, child. What else did she say? She said Letitia has texted her before and stuff. I don't know. That whole mic'd up thing is really strange. You see your husband get in the car, or somebody tell you your husband in the car with Amber while y'all filming inside a Taste. First of all, what the fuck is you doing in the car with this bitch? Letitia better than me. Because as soon as I would have seen him get in the car with her, or Latrice said, oh, he walked to the car with Amber, I would have immediately got my pepper spray. Just in case. You know what I'm saying? Amber eyeballs got to come out, or Glendale eyeballs got to come out. But I might come back like Kill Bill with eyeballs in my hand. I don't know. So that sounded strange to me. Is this a scheme that Ty set up to come to us with the bullshit? Or that Chipmunk Cheeks came up? Did Carlos King, what is going on, y'all? I don't know. That kind of made me view the season a little differently. I don't know. Of course, I'm going to continue to watch. I'm going to continue to review. But now knowing that even if Glenn say they ain't never messed around, I'm not sure if I'm going to believe it based off of what Amber said. That's not her story to tell. And then we're going to see Letitia and Amber team up and question Glenn. But that makes me wonder, Letitia, did you already know that Glenn and Amber had something going on, whether it was friendship, whatever they had? It's giving more than it, because it's giving more than that. That's what I'm saying. And then if you did, so in order to keep your show afloat, did you sign on the side chick? Or the alleged side chick? Is giving Coleslaw Jr. a little bit. And I like Amber. I'm a fan. I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm a fan, child, because if she a side chick, I don't know. We'll see how the rest of this season turns out. It's giving, it was all a lie. Exactly, Carly. I don't know, child. Tell me what y'all think about it. Tell me if y'all watched the interview. Do y'all like her more? Do y'all like her less? Is Amber giving coleslaw, or is this a scheme? Did Letitia know? That's kind of questionable in itself too. I don't know, girl. And Letitia, girl, I hope you not over there letting Glenn cheat on you, because you the one with the money and you the one that look good. You can have you another ninja. I guess, y'all. Tell me what y'all think about the Amber shit on Bell Collective. Exactly. We also gonna talk about Wendy real quick. Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm not sure if y'all caught on this new tea. So tell me why Kempire, one of my favorite YouTubers, shout out to him, Kempire did a video on Wendy Acefo being rude to a content creator. I'm not sure if y'all know who the Brooke Ashley is, but she's that girl. Simply put, exactly. She's that girl, very she's very classy, she's very articulate. That's why I like listening to her. Anyway, so she told a story about meeting Wendy. So I guess a lot of the bigger YouTubers, they get invited to like BravoCon and Bravo events and stuff like that. So I'm assuming I'm not assuming. She said she was invited to an event, a Bravo event. So she was there with her mother. She said she met Wendy. And I think she said this was the second time she met Wendy. Baby, and she said that Wendy said she was mean and was being rude to her. And she said so after the event, she DM'd Wendy and asked her about it. I ain't gonna tell y'all the full story because I want y'all to go over to the Brooke Ashley's channel and listen to the full story, because she was offended and stuff. But I was thinking, I never would have got that from Wendy. But I say this to say, everybody is going in on Kierna and saying she's using Wendy for a storyline. But do we know if Wendy is actually a nice and nasty person behind the scenes? Because you know the Nigerian girlies can get with your ass. Let's be clear, exactly. The Nigerian women not like the Nigerian men. At least the Nigerian women I know. Sweet as ever. Sweet and nice, but I know they can get with your ass. Exactly. So anyway, I don't know. I wonder, after I heard that, it made me think, is Kierna really wrong? Or is she just coming off looking crazy? Wendy is a very, very intelligent lady. I'm Dr. Wendy to you. Let's not forget, Dr. Wendy is very intelligent. What if she is being a passive-aggressive friend and being nice and nasty behind the camera, and now the camera's coming on and Kierna bringing it to her, and now Kierna look thirsty and desperate? I don't know, just something to think about, y'all. I'm always playing devil's advocate, and even though Kierna is coming off like a thirsty, like a thirst bucket, what if Wendy do act like that behind the scenes? Because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes Wendy does give me classes up. I think she gave those airs to that other, what was that African girl name from last season? And she was kind of thirsty and desperate too. So Wendy just leaned into that. But Wendy did give me, I'm better than her vibes. Like, I don't know her. It was giving very much, I don't know her. So what if she's acting like I don't know her to Kierna when they out at public events and stuff? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's something to think about. Go over to the Brooke Ashley's channel. Like I said, Kim Power also did a video on it. It's interesting. It's an interesting story, child. Wendy might be something else. We just don't know. Speaking of people being something else and we may not know, there has been a viral, a whole bunch of viral videos on Glorilla. On Glorilla, what do they call it? So destiny swapping with Megan Thee Stallion. So what is he pointing me for? And I look fugly today. Anyway, about basically Glow trying to morph into a little Megan Thee Stallion. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because I said it. I said that, didn't I? Exactly. When the girlies was getting into it and I went live, I was talking about Glorilla because I found it odd that Glorilla gets into it with a lot of people. So is Glorilla really unproblematic like that? Because she done got into it with JT. Because she was playing like she was Uzi cousin and, you know, just doing little stuff or whatever. JT took it too far and took it to the internet, and then Glorilla did get her ass. Glorilla then got into it with all of her little homegirls from Memphis. Who else did Glow get into it with? I forgot who else she got into it with. But anyway, so Glorilla got brought out on one of Chris Brown concert stops. She was brought out. I'm not sure if y'all saw the performance, but Glorilla had on this little leotard little thing that just covered the titties and some pure see-through like stockings or whatever. All her booty, all her titties, everything was out. Body was tea, but she was really naked. And you know that Glorilla, when she first came out, she used to give us kind of tomboy vibes a little bit, which is I prefer her in a tomboy, like a sexy tomboy Aaliyah type of vibe that's cute or whatever. So the fact that she came out on a Chris Brown, at Chris Brown's concert, they're saying that maybe Megan feels some type of way because, you know, Chris Brown said free Tory. So Chris Brown is team Tory and probably like fuck Meg. And then Glorilla also she made a post with the Tory Lanez song playing, remember? And that's when Meg unfollowed her. They said they talked. Meg followed her back, yada, yada, yada. But come to find out, the tea on the streets is Megan and Glorilla don't like each other after their tour because Glorilla was talking to one of Megan's ex-boyfriends. And then when I Googled it, when I did a little research, Glorilla did make a subliminal post about bitches coming at her about niggas. So I'm like, was that subliminal for Meg because you and Meg don't like each other because you talking to her ex-boyfriend? And my whole thing is, if you talk to her ex-boyfriend, you totally violating the girl code. Because Megan got on How I Look. Let's be clear, Megan had the best verse on How I Look. She made the song. And then after Megan got on How I Look, she brought you on her tour, brought you on her sold out tour. Y'all became a little cute duo. She taught you how to dance. She taught you stage presence, because remember, they were talking about how Glow had horrible stage presence at the beginning of her career. But there was an obvious difference after she came off tour with Megan. And we know Megan always had great stage presence. She always been, bouncy since she first came out. Anyway, the moral of the story is it giving that Glow? You became friends with Meg. Meg helped your career. Then you got your shine time. Talked to her ex-boyfriend, fell out with her, shaded her. Now you on Chris Brown stage naked like her. Girl, I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about that. I said I don't think everything in the milk is clean when it comes to Glorilla. And I love Glorilla. She from Memphis. She like my cousin. But still, I don't know, y'all. I would like to know. And a lot of y'all ain't gonna be hearing this because y'all don't like Megan. And we know that Megan slept with her man. I mean, her friend's tenderoni or whatever the fuck he is. But I don't know. That's still strange to me, y'all. I still think Glorilla might be a little shady. I want to know why she keep falling out with all of the girlies. And did you mess with Meg's ex-boyfriend? And is that why y'all not cool no more? I guess, child. Anyway, let's talk about Tisha real quick, and then we're gonna go over Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. If I wrote all of this down, we'll see. Anyway, okay, so Tisha did her Tisha Tuesdays last night. Mind you, I told you she not talking about the show anymore. She's doing like financial literacy and all of this other stuff, that's why I kind of tapped out. I'm like, I don't want to hear it, but I listened to it because I ain't had nothing else to do. So Tisha started out talking about whatever. What was it? Did y'all get the books, the workbooks or something? The ledgers? I don't fucking know, child. Anyway, but she was talking about her birthday. So her birthday was the other day. And she said she didn't go on a trip. She didn't do anything big. Marceau did something special for her. She just went to the spa and enjoyed herself. And then this is when I was like, oh my God. So she starts talking about how she was kind of really sad because her birthday didn't mean as much to her this year because Kiki's birthday, her cousin Kiki, who passed away, may she rest in peace, her birthday, I believe, is in October as well. And she said that Kiki would always call her on her birthday. She said the reunion that they ended up getting into it real bad. Remember when Tisha brought out those puppets and stuff, and she was calling, they were slanging negative words towards each other. She said the next day was her birthday, and Kiki still called her, or texted her, I believe, but said happy birthday to her. And then Tisha started getting emotional. She started crying and stuff and was like, it really hurt her because she was just more than a cousin to her. They always said that when they was in their 40s, they was going to really live life and stuff, because in their 20s and 30s, they were getting a master's degree. They was raising their kids and shit. So by the time they turned 40, they was going to do it up. So it was giving that, dang, now I'm in my 40s. I'm supposed to be celebrating with my my sister cousin. And now she's gone. And she was like, what really hurts, she was like, it's because she didn't get to properly say goodbye. Coming from somebody who I've lost people unexpectedly, that is the worst feeling ever. You know what I'm saying? To like just all of a sudden lose somebody like one day, it's insanity. So that really resonated with me. She had me emotional as hell. Exactly. And she was like, if you have issues, try to fix it. Time isn't promised. It's not worth it. She also said that, you know, her auntie, her uncle, she had a lot of people in her family pass away. It was really touching. It was the first time that we seen Tisha really address her Kiki passing and how she regretted them not fixing their relationship and stuff. And I'm sure the guilt probably wears on her. But she was like, that was the real reason why she didn't really want to celebrate her birthday this year, because she was missing Kiki. I wanted to give Tisha a hug. I really did. Like, all BS aside, show stuff aside, you could see the hurt. You could see the hurt, and she was crying. This is what we should have got on Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is what, because a lot of people can resonate with what Tisha is going through. I know it's a lot of people out there who've had people pass away, and they, you know, y'all relationship wasn't in the place where you would have wanted it to be or whatever. Anyway, Carlos King has, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Even with the Bell Collective stuff, with the Amber stuff, they were talking about how Amber could have came on the show on another note, except she's getting introduced to the world as a side chick of Glendale, as messing with, allegedly talking to a married man. And even with Love and Marriage Huntsville, even though I talk shit about Marceau and his his lack of PPE and enough rebar in his concrete, that's what we should be seeing. We should see the construction process, because didn't we start out with couples who are general contractors and all of the other stuff? Like, y'all lost sight of what this show is supposed to be and what people will respond to. I feel like because Carlos King been in the game so long and he's been doing the Housewives, he feel like drama is what's going to attract. Drama is what's going to attract. But if he ain't learned nothing, he should learn something from Heart and Hustle Houston. We want to see quality television. We actually want to see quality television, real stories from real people that resonates with us. That's what makes the best shows, when you can connect with the character. When you connect with the character, you're going to tune in all of the time. And I feel like there was such a missed opportunity. What Tisha did on Tisha Tuesdays last night should have been on the show. That's what should have been on the show. The soft moment, the vulnerable moment, the real moment when Tisha talked about the effect of Kiki passing. That's what you owed your viewers. Tisha don't owe us a damn thing, so maybe Tisha didn't want to do it in that time. Maybe it just hit her last night when she was on there. But it was a great episode. It was great to see Tisha vulnerable in that moment. I hope she got therapy and getting her healing and all of the above. And it just made Tisha more of a real person, except for the girl that we know may or may not be getting cheated on by her big hip husband. You know what I'm saying? She was more than a teabagger. I just said no, but all bullshit aside, if y'all haven't watched it, go over to Tisha channel and watch it, because I feel like that would have not completed the story. But after Kiki passed and they came back filming and stuff, I wanted to see how Tisha handled Kiki's passing, especially because the last time we seen them, they was beefing and she was trying to get Kiki kicked off the Houston trip. So this is what we should have saw. Exactly. Shout out to Tisha, because that was a good episode. And I'm glad you could tell it was weighing on her heart, and she just kind of like got it out of her system in that moment. Or maybe she cried after that. You know what I'm saying? But it was heartfelt. So I was here for it, friend. Anyway, in other news, let's get to the ratchet now. We through with Tisha. Exactly. We through with Tisha. Let's get to the ratchet. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta real quick, and then I'm finna be out. Mighty Mouse and Garfield showed their ass. Garfield didn't necessarily show his ass, but Mama D did. And that's your mama. and you protecting your mama. You lucky 24 ain't tee off on you. What's 24 name? Meatball. You lucky Meatball ain't tee off on you, Garfield. And Mighty Mouse sitting there. Okay, so when they come back, Mama D just told Meatball that Selma cheating on him with Cooley. And he like, who the fuck is Sierra? Who the fuck is Sierra? An animaniac, bitch. But she told us that Selma was over there sliding on Coolio pole. Exactly. So he pissed off, he leaving. Zane and Scrappy them trying to chase him. He like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to talk right now. Da, 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 da. And they keep pushing the issue because they want to get the scene. This is the scene that they need. But when people tell you to leave them alone, leave them the fuck alone. And then on top of that, 24 starts smiling like, leave me the fuck alone. If a bitch starts, if a bitch is mad and starts smiling, leave them the fuck alone. For me, I ain't gonna smile, but if I start laughing, if I do one of these little chuckles, leave me the fuck alone, please. Because I already know what I'm finna pick up and hit your motherfucking ass with. Anyway, child. So they go to the room. They talking. Meanwhile, Meatball talking dirty to them. He like, have you been in a 20-year relationship? Have you? Nigga, fuck y'all marriages, baby. He was, this what I like about 24. I like 24. It's given, if they wasn't on the show, both Scrappy and Zane know that 24 would get with their ass. No wonder Zane was scared to tell 24, because 24 looks like a certified crash out. The way this man was eyeball to eyeball to both of them niggas, bitch, have you been in a marriage for baby? He wasn't fucking around with Scrappy and Zane, and I respect it, baby. Anyway, so Scrappy trying to talk to him. So Scrappy does like this and tells Zane, like, man, let me just talk to him. Then Zane pops off like, don't do that, da da da. And I'm like, why are you getting crunk with Scrappy like that? Because just a few seconds before then, 24 said, you got proof? You seen it? Zane said, no, I saw the text messages. And he said, you saw the text messages and you ain't say shit? And you still ain't said shit? Lame. I was like, ooh, I was even scared when he said lame. I was like, oh my God. 24 had me shaking in my boots. Exactly. And I ain't even do shit. I ain't even fuck Selma. I ain't met the bitch. Exactly. Girl, so Zane little punk ass sitting there like, yeah, I saw the text message. Exactly. Zane knew not to fuck with 24. That's why you ended up fighting Scrappy. Because I was like, how he automatically get crunk with Scrappy, trying to fight Scrappy, but 24 was just calling you a lame ass nigga to your face. Eyeball to eyeball, baby. And he wasn't flinching. And then he was like, Scrappy then was like, you trying to say our relationship wasn't shit? 24 was like, I told you hoe ass niggas, I did not want to talk to y'all right now. They know that 24 crash out. And he low-key probably wanted to pop the shit out of Scrappy because your hoe ass mama is the one who said this. I'm here for 24. I wouldn't date him because I don't date short dudes or fat dudes. But still, he's standing on big business. It's giving 24 stand on big business, baby. Exactly. And they know not to fuck with him. You see how Selma reacted? Like, oh shit, his blood pressure, how this nigga might shut down the whole... he might shut down all of filming, girl. Exactly. The season is over. Girl, that was crazy. Anyway, so Selma rushed over there to him. That was it. Hold on. They calling Sierra. First of all, they called Sierra to see what was said. And Sierra like, I don't know. Mama D like, nah, bitch. Don't lie now. Mama D mad. She get ghetto and shit. So then they get Cooley. They call Zay. Because Sierra finally said, yeah, I told her so and so and so and so on. So they call Zay. Zay say, Cooley laying next to me. They wake Cooley up. He like, what? What? They asked him, is he messing with Selma? So he confirmed he was messing with Selma. And Spice and Carly right there just sucking up all of the tea. Miserable ass bitches. Exactly. Y'all got back cool to get the tea. I said, I guess, child. So then so then we go to Atlanta and all of them having dinner and shit. It's Sierra, Bam, Kirk, Rashida. And they talking about what's going on. This was funny. They talking about what's going on or whatever. And Sierra's steady dropping T-Child. She's on some, yeah, and when everything went down, Selma Snapchatted Cooley. Selma Snapchat Cooley and was like, if my husband leave me, you gonna take care of me? I said, Cooley is a chatty patty, baby. You is a chatty patty. Selma, I hope you stop messing with him. He probably got that pipe on him. He probably got that thing on him. But you got all good dick aside. He is trying to ruin your life, bitch. And he's steady telling the tea. I'm with Jock. This nigga talk too much. He talk too much. Don't give him not even an ounce of coochie. Don't give him no more coochie, Selma. I hope you put that coochie up. Anyway, child, so they all into the tea or whatever. Then Kurt gonna say, hey, as the only man here, bitch, why is you here? As a matter of fact, it's a girls' luncheon. Rashida, you scared to leave Kirk at home because you think Jasmine gonna come over there and twirl on the dick. Anyway, he's talking about some, as a man, I wonder how the girls gonna react about the cheating and so on, so on, so on, so on. Kirk and Rashida just be happy with anybody else get caught cheating. Exactly. As long as it ain't their ass. I guess, child. And then Sierra talking about some Sierra is funny. She gonna say, she gonna say, they talking about what the girls gonna say. She probably cheating because he fat with a small private. Is that what y'all was thinking? Do y'all think 24 is fat with a small private? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. No, he is a plus size king. He's a plus size king, but we don't know if he got a small private. I've never met a plus size man with a big private. Have y'all? Tell us your story. Exactly. I don't know. That's why I don't subscribe to plus size men, and I don't like their stomach to touch my stomach like that, because I can't feel your wee wee if your stomach is touching my stomach. You know what I'm saying? I like them small. Anyway, is that why okay, my question to you, do y'all think Selma cheated because her husband is fat with a small private? Anyway, I'm not fat shaming nobody because I still like 24. I'll take 24 over Cooley ass, because Cooley ass talk too damn much. You could tell him, nigga, I got on some cheetah print thongs. He gonna tell the work. Go tell Sierra and them you got on cheetah print thongs. Exactly, girl, fuck him. Anyway, so then we get to dinner or whatever. They talking about Zane still talking. It's giving Zane and Ashley. Why did somebody call him Zesty Zane and Ashtray? They call Zane and Ashley Zesty Zane and Ashtray. Anyway, so Mendices get to talking back and forth to Zane, and Ashley chiming in like, and who cares? Everybody cheating, and is Yandy cheating? Because the talk is Yandy over in Greece at this point, getting rubbed down by a Grecian god. I don't know. Anyway, so Mendices like, fuck all of that. I ain't in nobody business. Y'all talk too much. Y'all do too much. Zane is getting very, very sassy with Mendices. I told y'all the last time, he kept saying shit in the confessionals like Mendices won't yoke him up. After I watched that episode, I had to YouTube the video of Mendices snatching Yandy cousin up. Just to remind myself that Mendices will play cool and talk to you and yoke your ass up in a minute. And he literally had the dude neck down like this in between the damn bars at the gym. This not a joke. It's on YouTube. So he was gonna beat Zane ass. But in the confessionals, he was like, I'm glad I never did no crimes with these people because they talk too much. Mendices end up walking out because he's like, I enjoy my freedom, so I'm finna get the fuck out of here. Because I'm gonna end up going to jail fucking with this little Mighty Mouse nigga. And I'm gonna beat his ass. It's given he was gonna beat Zane ass. And even on his way out, Zane gonna say, always leaving or running or some shit. Zane is annoying. He is so fucking annoying. Then Jock ends up getting crunk. I don't know how. They start talking about cheating. Rennie chimes in and she like, no, it's about being accountable. You need to be accountable for your actions and shit. Then Zane started talking to her, telling some, no, because you got put out. Remember, Rennie baby daddy put her out. And Rennie like, no, I didn't get put out. I got into it with my baby daddy. Rennie, we seen the video. Your nigga told you to you and his daughter he was kicking y'all out. But the fact that Zane is trying to trick Rennie, I wish Ashley would have got it. I wish Ashley would have said something when he was talking to Rennie, because Rennie would have beat your ass, Ashley. Rennie don't play that shit. You see how she teed off on Erica, and Erica ain't said shit since. She got some act right. Exactly. Don't let the looks fool you. Rennie about that action. Anyway, so, and then I'm like, Zane, why are you getting into it with Rennie? He even got into it with Carly and said, Carly, you got wrinkles, we don't. That was so uncalled for. That was so uncalled for. I was like, I think Zane secretly, like, he want to fuck Carly. I don't care what nobody say. And Ashley know he want to fuck Carly. That's why she can't stand Carly. And that's why Zane always trying to throw shots at Carly. But he secretly wants some of that cat. He do. Ran through. She can't keep a man. All of the... Carly got that good and Zane want to taste it. I guess, child. And then Jock was getting mad because he was talking about why motherfuckers telling and shit. And I don't know why Rennie was going back and forth with Jock. I think they were talking about, she was talking about cheaters being held accountable, whether it's men or women. So Selma being held accountable. I get that. But I'm Jock. I'm more player than that. Ho, why are you telling everybody that I fucked you? So you could be on the show? You ain't have no reason to tell everybody that you was fucking Selma. Unless you want to be with Selma. You want her to leave her husband for you? It's given maybe he been trying to get Selma to leave her husband and she ain't leaving Meatball. She not leaving Meatball for you, Cooley. You and your good dick. She probably know you a chatty patty. Girl, I guess. So that was pretty much the end of the episode. Selma and Meatball, they threatening to leave the show, which would negate the whole purpose of them being on the show to promote their music. Meatball looked like he was gonna tee off on Garfield and the Smurf. Zane need his ass whooped. Zesty Zane and Ashtray, both collectively messy. I hope Rennie go ahead whoop Ashley ass. And then Mendici, I don't want Mendici to go to jail, but I would love for him to just yoke Zane up. And hey, can't y'all imagine his little feet dangling? His little feet dangling if Mendici just hold him in the air real quick. Like, bitch, what was that shit you talking? Girl, I guess. Anyway, so tell me what y'all thought about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. To me, it was pretty good. This was a pretty good episode, child. I wonder why Bam wasn't invited to the trip. Y'all know Bam came back on the internet and was talking about how she gave Ray Face a chance to say he was lying on her, but his dumb ass took too long, and that's why she released them text messages. He should have got Donkey of the Day. The sad thing is Charlamagne probably don't even know who the fuck he is. Lauren LaRosa and Jess, y'all should have nominated Ray for Donkey of the Day. That's who needs to be Donkey of the Day. Exactly. Anyway, child, so tell me what y'all thought about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta this episode. Do y'all think Selma is really cheating on Meatball with Cooley? I guess, child. Tell me what y'all think about Wendy. Do y'all think Wendy is a mean girl? Is she gaslighting Kierna, or is Kierna just thirsty? Tell me what y'all think about Amber from Bell Collective, child. Did Carlos King introduce her as a side chick? She said that she was nominated for best salon in Jackson, best business or something. Like, she has all of these accomplishments and accolades, and this how she get introduced to us. And did Letitia know about the whole thing? I don't know. And tell me what y'all think about Glorilla and Tisha. Exactly. Go over there and watch it. It was pretty good. Anyway, I love y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Can y'all please make sure y'all comment? I need to snickle and giggle today. I need some snickles and giggles in my life. Make sure you hype up the video too. Exactly. When you hype the video up, it circulates more in the algorithm. Anyway, that's all I got, friend. I will talk about Salt Lake City tonight. Or maybe when I get off work. I got to go to the gym. But I watched Salt Lake City. I'm going to watch it again, child. Angie, my bitch. Angie is my girl, and that bitch Lisa something else. Lisa is something else. I don't promote violence, but I want somebody to drag Lisa. I don't know who told this bitch she was Queen Dingaling, but you ain't. Exactly. We got to talk about Salt Lake City. So if y'all ain't watched it, go watch it, because when I get off, at some point, we going to talk about Salt Lake City, because it was good. Exactly. Anyway, I love y'all. Bye.